place is pretty special. Look at that. I mean, obviously it's all been logged before previously, but just the outlook's pretty cool. Fairly well inland here. I've got another about 8 kilometres to go to get to the coop that I'm going to. This is all pretty new to me. I've not actually been out here to this coop before. So a little bit nervous and hope I get there and don't get caught. Being on your own is one of those things that you've got to juggle and try to be sensible. Take it easy when you're out there cutting wood. But anyway, we'll keep going, see how we go. So it looks like we've lost the cell reception's pretty much on my own now. Relying on the directions and a bit of intuition and a little bit of luck. Got Hazel with me. Still think I've got about another 3 kilometres to go, but she's pretty good country up this way. Hills for as far as you can see. So I've just found a spot on the side of the road here. So the coop's like up towards in the middle there, it's fucking massive. So these logs up here look pretty clean, reasonably easy to get to, and they're decent, so they're like good bang for buck. And I've got a couple over there as well, up in there. So I think if I get these ones here, I can just roll them down the bank. I might move the ute forward a little bit so I don't smack into that. But I think, yeah, some tidy stuff up there that I can get in, roll it down the hill. It's going to hit that gutter there, and it's going to stop. It's not going to roll all the way back over. I think I can get in and out relatively quickly with some nice clean wood. So the plan is to run a new 28-inch bar today. I've only run that once so far. I got this bar fairly recently. Was a little bit surprised. I thought when it came to the Husqvarna light bars that they were Sugiharas, but this is not a Sugihara. This is a Samura. So the way to tell is there are some smaller cutouts, whereas the Sugihara is like a bigger cutout with the resin in it, and this tip is a dead giveaway in that the Sugiharas come out, you know, like a male and a female. This is more of a female sort of tip, whereas the Sugi's a male. So when I bought it, it came in a cardboard case, so I wasn't aware that it wasn't the bar that I thought it was. So yeah, a little bit disappointed, but there's not much you can do. It looks like in Australia the light bars are not Sugis. Looks like that's only the case in the US, so I'm not really sure why that is the case, but it, you know, is what it is. I'll still run it nonetheless. Just got a bar up here. Like I've said a few times in my videos before, I don't tend to run the bar on it when it's in storage. Rightly or wrongly, I like to sort of clean them up a bit. Still getting used to these clutch covers. Trying to get the bloody tension in the right spot. It's a little bit painful, I must admit. Hear some people say that they prefer it over in steel. I don't really understand how. Anyway, each to their own. Tell you one thing that's better is trying to put the bar on with the saw upright. It's much easier on the Husqvarna than it is on the steel. I think that's because the bar studs are further apart and provide a bit more support. That's it there. Gonna keep an eye on the dog today so she doesn't run off. She's not too bad, but I'm out in the middle of bloody nowhere, so I can't afford to lose her. I think I've just done that chain too tight. Hazel! Yeah, she's over there exploring. Haven't lost her yet, thank God. And what it is when you tension these things and then you tighten the studs, the bar nuts up, it gets bloody tighter. That's it. Don't know about these caps. People say that they're a lot better than the steel ones. Again, I think it's just a preference thing. To me, having the thread is just something that you can cross thread, and I've never had any trouble with the steel ones before personally. I think they work quite well. Even the knockoff ones on my Holes Former used to work pretty well. So no complaints about them. I know some people get some dodgy ones with the rubber seal, doesn't work, but I didn't have an issue. Hazel! So start the trek up here, hopefully I don't fall down. She's a bit steeper than it looks on the camera. Whee! Nice red dirt. Oh. Shit. It's awkward. It is closing up. I need to go and get a wedge. Go, good move. Come here. that's the end of that. I literally cannot see a thing because the glasses are all fogged up. One of the pains of being blind. I need to wear glasses, as if I don't, I can't see. So these are prescription sunglasses. That's why you always see me with glasses in my videos. So I got some decent rounds there. Decent bang for buck. I mean, I can cut this down. Might have a crack at that right now for some smaller stuff. Geez, it's hard work trying to step in and around this stuff, and then when you hit these, you basically slide down them, and that slope there, I don't know, I mean, that must be a good 40% slope. It doesn't look like it, but it's fucking steep. You know, dog's having a bit of trouble walking around, and she's got 4 legs. That's how hard it is. Well, this is really hard work. I don't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea, but I'll soon tell you. Watch out. Get. Move. Oh shit. It's easy to split. God, just rolling these is a struggle. Okay, so this is where we are at. I managed to fill the trailer, fill it to the point that I'm comfortable to take it. These suspension and tyres aren't fantastic, and you can see she's a bit rusty, so I don't want to push that to the point where it's loaded right to the brim. The key is to know your equipment, and I certainly know that I can't take much more than that, but I managed to rock the chain just in this last bit here. I had a length that I cut up into 3 rounds and just went that centimetre too much into the dirt, so I'm going to go along a bit further now. There's another spot a bit further out in the clearing that there's some stuff I can get to that's reasonably sized, and I'm going to fill up this tray and then that's it, I'll be done. Alright, so I'll catch you in a few moments. That spot over there that I'm going to go to. That one there is beautiful, but it's a bit too tall. That's quite high up in the air. Only a short fella. maybe the one under it, if that thing doesn't fall down. Might be a bit rough, I don't know. There's some nice stuff there. Ooh, that's a decent sized log there I can get into. 28-inch bar, we'll love that. Yeah, so there's a couple of things here worthwhile messing around with. By the looks of it, that's not hanging on anything that'll affect the balance of that, but man, you certainly want to be on the high side when you're cutting that thing. It's going to be a bit of a struggle. Even if I did bring a wheelbarrow, there's no way I was going to get that back up there. So cut some smaller stuff, throw it up, and then I didn't realise that was split. Maybe I don't know, it's still a bit iffy. It's pretty high up in the air. Caught one on the head, don't really want to do that. I mean, there's this thing here, but there's heaps of dirt and rock in the way, so just got to be careful. Just for something different, I'm going to run a 20-inch bar. I haven't run one for a while. I figure that if I'm cutting some of that stuff over there, it's only pretty small, and then I run the risk of rocking it. I'd rather rock the substandard 20-inch chains. I think these were just one from Jono and Jono. Might be a Hurricane or something like that. Can't ever remember the last time I ran a 20-inch bar on this thing. Probably would have been well over 12 months ago. So you're just trying to put this on the studs. It's a pain in the arse. Come here. She's not careful, she's going to end up going in the car in a moment. That's good. No slack there. Beautiful. Been a little while since I've run this. Got a little bit of fuel. Don't need to fill that up. Yeah, just what I was saying before about these caps. I mean, a bit hard to mess up. They've got like a little indicator there that it's unlocked, and then one there that it's locked, and then you've got this tab, so you know where to put it straight away. It goes there, click, goes around, and you flip it. I mean, to me, what more do you want? Pretty easy. And here it doesn't have the lock mechanism thing, symbol, sorry. It's just got this little tab, so it's pretty basic. Like I've said a few times now, I run the steel stuff and it's brilliant, but what I've done over time is with some of my other bar oil, you kind of end up with dregs in the bottom, and I've just put them all into the one thing. So, you know, prolong the amount of bar oil you're getting, and don't have to bring several drums. You just keep them all and then collect them and mix it all together, and she's good stuff. Sure what the stump was going to do here, whether it was going to kick back or whether it was just going to drop down, so I cut a notch out with the hope that if I got the bar stuck, then there was a fair bit of room to get it back out again. Yeah, it's cut up nicely. Found nice wood that. Worked my way along there. Beautiful. How you doing? There's no way that I can left hand start this saw. And I can do it easy on the Husqvarna. Just cannot do it on this saw. It's just way too much compression. Cut that thing down, it was a bit dodgy. Felt a bit sketchy. All loaded up. Hazel's in there ready to go home. She's had enough. I've had enough. Once again, I'm not loading up the ute too much. This thing's pretty gutless. No point loading it up beyond what I can tow home safely. So, wasn't a bad day. Pretty much enjoyed the scenery around here. It's a really beautiful place. See the sun trying to break through the clouds there. It's round about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. It's going to start getting dark pretty soon, so I'll head home now. Probably an hour and a half journey home. Probably won't unload. I'll probably just leave the ute there loaded, ready for tomorrow, just to split it and get it out and stack it up, ready for next season. Anyway, once again, thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.